Good evening, you're watching Brass-tacks. I'm Zaka Jacob. Proceedings in the Lok Sabha were adjourned for the day today, just seconds. In fact, within 63 seconds after it assembled for the Prime Minister's reply to the motion of thanks on the President's address. That reply did not happen because the House went into utter chaos as soon as the proceedings began at around 5 p.m. Congress MPs entered the well of the House and they started raising slogans over the suspension of 8 of their MPs, 8 opposition MPs who were suspended yesterday during this ongoing budget session. Now, here's what transpired in the Lok Sabha today. Just take a look at those pictures. The Prime Minister usually concludes the debate on the motion of thanks, the reply to the President's address. That's the last that is supposed to happen. It was supposed to have concluded today with the Prime Minister speaking at 5 p.m. Instead, Congress women MPs stood near the Prime Minister's chair in the Lok Sabha, which if you're looking at the Lok Sabha, if you're looking at the well, it's on the left side. They were standing next to the Prime Minister's chair. They obstructed the aisle that the Prime Minister would have walked down to take his seat. Ministers like Ashwini Vaishnav tried to reason with the opposition MPs, but even after PP Chaudhary was called as the officiating speaker, the opposition MPs refused to budge. With all efforts going to wane, the House was then adjourned within, like I said, 63 seconds of it convening. The opposition says if the leader of the opposition, Rahul Gandhi, is not allowed to speak, then no one else will be allowed to speak either. Now, what was the contention with what Mr. Gandhi was trying to say? He was quoting excerpts from a book written by former Chief of Army Staff, General Naravane. It has some details about the India-China standoff that happened 5 years ago in 2020. Some parts of it did ask questions about the government's response at that time. The government's contention, which the Speaker also accepted, was that this book has not been published. It's an unpublished book, therefore it's not part of the public domain, and therefore it cannot be quoted in the House. Now, the Leader of the Opposition tried to find a way around it, saying he was quoting a magazine report about this book, but again, the Speaker did not buy that. So he was barred from either quoting the book or quoting the article which was quoting the book. Now, in this case, this is a convention that the Prime Minister responds and is the final speaker usually in the reply on the motion of thanks to the President's address, and thereby that debate concludes, and then they move to other business in the House. Instead, the Prime Minister was not allowed to make that speech because Congress MPs out the well. They blocked the aisle, they blocked the walkway where the Prime Minister would take to come down, to take his seat and then stand up and speak from the place where the Leader of the House occupies in the lower house. Ultimately, parliamentary propriety has been thrown out the window, a convention has been thrown out the window, and the majority leader of the People's House, the elected house of the country, was not allowed to speak because opposition MPs would not allow him to. Is this what democracy is? Is this what you and I have voted our parliamentarians and sent them to the Lok Sabha for? Let's listen into some political reactions to this.
अब जो लीडर ऑफ ऑपोजिशन है वो खुद एक व्यक्ति नहीं है, वो एक प्रतिनिधि है पूरे विपक्ष का। मतलब कि जिसने वोट दिया इन सब सांसदों के लिए उनके प्रतिनिधि हैं। आप उनका मुंह बंद करना चाहते हो? हमारे एलओपी को जब तक बोलने नहीं दिया जाएगा तब तक हम इनको भी नहीं बोलने देंगे। ये पहली बार इस देश के इतिहास में होगा कि एक सरकार खुद संसद को डिसरप्ट कर रही है।
ऑपोजिशन का डर के भाग गया, आज पार्लियामेंट में नहीं आया स्पीच देने के लिए। यही तो बात है, यही तो देश का सबसे बड़ा खबर है। आज तो बोला था ना, बिजनेस एडवाइजरी कमेटी में डिसाइड हुआ था, आज बोलेंगे हो, क्यों नहीं आया? डर के भाग गया।
You ask PM why he is not coming.
What do you think?
Okay.
What do you think?
You ask the PMO, is this a parliament or any other center? The government is trying to make it a mockery. We are not going to allow all these things, anti-democratic things.
Now, the opposition seems unrelenting, but the parliament seems like it's headed for yet another washout. The opposition says that Rahul Gandhi must be allowed to speak, he must be allowed to complete his speech, and that he must be able to be allowed to be reading from the former army chief's memoir. The government wants to resume the debate on the motion of thanks, and ultimately it has to be concluded with the Prime Minister's reply. The opposition wants BJP MP Nishikant Dubey to be suspended and his membership to be terminated. The government wants that the Prime Minister be allowed to deliver his address. Now, in response to Rahul Gandhi and him quoting from the former army chief's memoir, Nishikant Dubey quoted as many as 6 books. He showed some of those books in the floor of the House as well while he was speaking today, including what happened when Nehru was Prime Minister, this relationship allegedly between Edwina Mountbatten and Nehru. These are all, part of public documents. These are part of, documents that are there out in the public domain. There you go. Nishikant Dubey showing some of those half a dozen books that he did. Now, while this was happening inside the House, outside the House, on the steps of the Makar Dwar leading up to the Parliament complex, there was again dramatic scenes this morning. There was a sharp political confrontation. The leader of the opposition and some Congress MPs were protesting there because Mr. Gandhi was not being allowed to speak. At that time, Ravneet Singh Bittu, who used to be in the Congress before and now is a MOS, walked up and was trying to make his way into the Lok Sabha complex. At that time, Mr. Rahul Gandhi looks at Mr. Bittu and refers to him as traitor friend. He's an ex-Congress MP. He joined the BJP in 2024. He was trying to make his way into the Lok Sabha. He was walking past these protesting MPs at the Makar Dwar. Mr. Gandhi then offered a handshake while taunting that Bittu would come back to the Congress sometime. Bittu refused the handshake and he hit back strongly at Rahul Gandhi, saying, "Ye desh ka dushman hai." Bittu said he stood by his response and he had no regrets. If we have that soundbite, let's play that out as well. Because there was complete, like I said, there was pandemonium inside the House. There were these dramatic scenes outside the House. The one thing that didn't happen was any business getting transacted in the House.
Thank you. Good luck for what, sir? No, look. The thing is, here is a traitor walking right by. Take a look at your face. That's what it looks like. Hello, brother. My traitor friend. Surrender. Don't worry, you'll come back. Surrender.
Traitor friend and Rahul desh ka dushman hai. This is what Parliament was reduced to today. I want to go across for a quick face-off on this. Radhika Khera, spokesperson of the BJP, joining us. Avni Bansal, spokesperson of the Congress, joining us. Radhika Khera, the opposition is basically saying, you don't allow Rahul Gandhi, leader of the opposition, to speak. We won't allow the Prime Minister to speak.
Good evening to everyone. What we saw today at the Parliament of the world's largest democracy was a very sad sight. We saw the leader of opposition, who comes from the party of Mahatma Gandhi. He claims to be a follower of Mahatma Gandhi. And what was he doing today, Zaka? His own KC Venugopal, General Secretary organization, had to pull him away from attacking our Honorable Minister and MP Ravneet Singh Bittu. Mahatma Gandhi ने तो ये सिखाया था ना, Zaka, एक गाल पे चांटा पड़े तो दूसरा गाल आगे करे. And his follower, his so-called party, which I believe also does not exist. This is Indira Gandhi's Congress, but as Rahul claims that this is Mahatma Gandhi's Congress, that same Rahul went on to charge at someone, calling him a traitor. Bhaiya, you have traitors in your own party. Leader of unorganized Congress has come from BJP. Mahila Congress Adhyaksh, she left the party and called Rahul Gandhi Pappu on record. What are you talking about? And yes, the minister, honorable minister, rightly called Rahul Gandhi a Gaddar. He goes on international soil, criticizes the country, and let alone that, on the inauguration of Indira Bhavan in Delhi, the office, the new building of the Congress office, what did he say? My fight is against the Indian state. So Gaddar nahi hua. You tell me, Zaka, if someone would tell you that their fight is against the Indian state, what would you call them? A true lover of India? Obviously, Gaddar hai desh ka. That is why his fight is against the Indian state. It's a very sad situation. This was a budget session. The leader of opposition, Mr. Gandhi, says that India is a dead economy. Why is he not discussing the economy right now? There are multiple occasions when this all could have been discussed. Mr. Narwane's book has not come out today. It has not been released, and this issue is a long standing. Why did it come up today? First, the Epstein files comes up every time there is a session. These people run a script from Mr. Soros, their chacha or mama, whoever he is, they know better. And they try to disrupt the parliament. So, ye Gaddar hi hai na, they stop the parliament from working.
Avni Bansal, yesterday the speaker gave a very clear ruling. This is an unpublished book. The person who has written the book is not in parliament. The allegations that he's making cannot go on record because it's unpublished. A ruling was given as per the business of Parliament, the business of the House. And despite that, Mr. Gandhi insists that he wants to quote sometimes from an article quoting the book, sometimes from the book itself. Today was holding up copies of the book. And what sort of democracy is this that, oh, leader of the opposition is not allowed to speak on a matter that the speaker has already ruled on, therefore we will not allow anybody else to speak? Is that how democracy works? Avni?
One man, one mic, and one big mess. That is what Modi ji wants for the Indian Parliament. Let's be clear, the opposition has demanded for a discussion on farm laws, Manipur, Sambhal, on SIR. They've also demanded a discussion on India and China. They've demanded a discussion on parliamentary security breach. And what was the response every single time of the ruling party? Suspend the opposition MPs. The question is very simple. The parliament is not the notice board for the ruling party to control. It has to have a level playing field. As you correctly said, the first time when Rahulji tried to refer to the book, the argument was it is not published. And I made this clear on a TV debate that it is published but not available. Now, when a copy of the book was brought forth, he was still not allowed to speak. He was not allowed to table it and authenticate it as per the rules, while Nishikant Dubey refers to 6 books. Who does not want the discussion? Who is disrupting the level playing field? And who is creating all the drama? But if the BJP thinks that their aggression will stop us from discussion, I'm afraid that's not going to come.
But can I ask you a question? This is the debate on the budget. You are well within your right to talk about the budget. You can have 100 things that are wrong with the budget, call out the finance minister, call out the prime minister, absolutely fine. Where did General Naravane's book fit into the reply to the motion of thanks of the president's address? Please tell me. Number one.
Sir,
number
yes.
two, let me just finish. Number two, if this is an unpublished book, it's not there in the public domain. The public does not know about this. The person who has authored this is not a member of parliament, therefore he can't defend or be questioned on what he or she has written. 3, if this is not the subject matter of the debate and a ruling has been given by the speaker, who is the custodian of the house, a ruling has been given, and you're a lawyer, Avni, so you know this very well, as per 242 of the business of parliamentary procedure, a ruling has been given. Why is the leader of the opposition and the Congress party continuing to insist that he has to say this? Even if it is unpublished and even if it may be defamatory, I don't know. I don't know the contents, but, you know, like I said, why hold an entire parliament hostage to unpublished remarks which are unconnected to the debate at hand?
Let me answer your third question first. As a lawyer, I know that no man or woman is supreme. With all respect to the chair of the house, as far as the rules are concerned, they have to be equally applied to both the sides. Point number 1. To your first question about this is a budget session going on, I think you know this better than I do and our audience does for sure, that national security is not an issue to be discussed at a particular time. This issue came up. India-China issue is not something that can be discussed at the whims and fancies of the BJP. It came up and the leader of the opposition had all the right to bring it up at the right time. Now, the third question about holding the parliament hostage. If the opposition leaders are going to ensure that everybody's voices and not just the propaganda voices that Modi ji wants to sprout up, we are going to fight and we are going to fight on the roads. We are going to fight inside parliament.
Radhika Kera, again, the opposition is saying that, look, the leader of the opposition is well within his right to speak. If there are matters that need to be expunged from remarks, go ahead and expunge those. But if he is not being allowed to speak, then so will not anyone, including the Prime Minister.
Or Nishikant Dubey.
Radhika.
Or Nishikant Dubey.
I just have one quick question before I answer. I want to ask the Congress spokesperson, how do you address the Speaker of the House? How is the Speaker of the House be addressed as? Speaker Sahab, क्या बोलते हैं Avni ji? Do you know how we address the Speaker?
Speaker of the House, Speaker Sahab, ये दोनों चीजें बोली जा सकती हैं.
Perfect. Have you ever been a member of Parliament?
No, not so far.
Well, you know, it's a shock that the Congress spokesperson has so much knowledge, Raka. If you remember, just yesterday, I'd like to play this out over here. I hope this. One second, ma'am. I didn't speak over you. I didn't speak over you. I didn't speak over you.
You're always about aggression, personal remarks.
One second, one at a time, please, one at a time. For the benefit of our viewers, it's only fair that our viewers get to listen to both sides.
Opposition में problem
Ma'am, respected both of you. Let one at a time. Radhika, you finish first. Yes.
Individual
Thank you. I didn't
repercussions,
speak over-
individual remarks, individual questions.
Let Radhika respond. Yes.
The Congress spokesperson has a problem when I'm saying something nice about her also. I don't know how this works.
Okay,
That
go
I'm
on. Make your
audible?
point. Make your point. Yeah.
Yesterday, Rahul Gandhi, who has been a member of parliament for over 15 years, and we have the Congress spokesperson, a very learned spokesperson over here, who's never been a member of parliament. Rahul Gandhi comes from a family whose family altogether, if you collect, they've been MPs in the parliament for over 90 years. And Rahul Gandhi had to ask Mr. Venugopal sitting, chairman na? Chairman bolte hai na? This is why I asked you, Avni ji. This is the state of the leader of opposition who does not know how he has to address the speaker. Second, you want to talk about all these things, fine. But there can be a special session called. There are unlimited ways of calling it. This was specifically a budget session, the same budget of the same country, which Rahul Gandhi says is a dead economy. Why? And when the reporters outside Parliament asked Rahul Gandhi, I didn't speak over her. Let me complete. You can speak after me. That's how it works in court, also, ma'am. Ma'am, that's how. Give me the same respect, ma'am. Let me speak. Let me complete. You spoke more than me.
You make personal allegations. We don't.
I didn't speak over
Okay,
anyone.
let her finish. 30 seconds, and I'll come to you, Avni, after Radhika Khera finishes. Yes.
The journalist asked him, sir, what do you think about the budget? मैं कल बोलूँगा. When the US deal was striked, India-US deal, they asked him, sir, what about the deal? मैं कल बोलूँगा. He does not speak. And how does that give? And okay, let's talk about the book for a second. If what Rahul Gandhi is carrying is the actual book, and if those words are actually written, what is he claiming? He says that Mr. Ravane has written that मुझे बोल दिया गया जो आपको सही लगे. That is what he said, ना? जो आपको सही लगे.
Yeah.
What does that mean? Our Air Force Chief, Navy Chief, and Army Chief on record after Operation Sindoor have said that the Prime Minister gave us a free hand. He said, "What you want to do?" उसको यही तो बोलते हैं ना. You have a free hand. जो आपको सही लगे, उचित रखे. मतलब what you think is best. He has given it to the general in his hand. So what is wrong with it?
Okay.
Because if
Avni,
you
quick
see it as a
response.
perspective,
जो आप उचित समझे वो करो means that he's giving the
ना
military a
हाथ
free hand.
बांधे.
Avni Bansal, yeah.
Yeah, this was a discussion that was supposed to take place in the parliament, that how should these words be interpreted as maximum freedom to the army, as the other side would have us believe, or
budget.
as
Budget
decision.
session.
But here is the point. The difference between Congress and BJP is stark. I will not ask Radhika Khera whether she has been a member of parliament, because I will respect her. That is my value.
How did I
Number two,
disrespect you by asking you this? I was congratulating you that despite not being a member of parliament, you know how
Radhika,
to
now you
address
please allow your colleague from the other party to respond. Yes.
about chairperson or speaker, your point of emphasis is always wrong with respect. Instead of talking about the main substance at hand, you can laugh as you will, but you did not answer the question, why was Nishikant Dubey allowed to refer to 6 books when the Speaker of the House denied the same
Because
opportunity?
they are released
But they are
books, madam.
in the public
They are
domain,
released
ma'am.
published books.
They are a matter of public record, whereas General
Rahul
Narawane's
Gandhi.
book is not.
Rahul Gandhi ji,
Zaka, if she is going to
Rahul
defend
Gandhi
the case,
ji
will she talk
had
about
got
dead
the book
in
today in the
court?
parliament.
The judge will also throw her out.
Okay,
Rahul
I got to
Gandhi
wrap up. Thank you very much to Avni
Mr.
Bansal
Modi,
and to Radhika Khera
except
for
that he
joining
never
us.
came.
I just hope that at least tomorrow and day after, which is the last day before the Parliament takes a break in the budget session, we get some form of robust discussion, whether it's on the budget, whether it's on the trade deal, or even for that matter, whether it's on what Mr. Gandhi is claiming that General Narawane has written in his book. Let's see if that happens at all.